Hello guys, my name is Rashawn Merceria, and today I guess I'm just going to be playing a little bit of vanilla World of Warcraft, and I'll be talking to you a little bit about my plans for the future, what videos I plan to make, and stuff like that. So I've noticed that, being a gamer for a really long time, I know what kind of role nostalgia and all those things can really play on a gamer's sort of desire to play certain games and stuff. Like I played RuneScape when I was like 5, back in 2003. Continued playing it for 10, 12 years till 2015. When 2007 Scape or Old School RuneScape came out, I started playing that, and when you compare it to all the current games, you wonder what really makes you play those kind of games. And it's not the graphics, it's none of those things, it's nostalgia. And it's that sort of feeling that you have when you played the game initially when you were young, when you didn't worry about efficiency or anything. You just kind of fucked around the game, you met people, and you just wanted to be the best out of like all your friends on the street who played that game. I mean, it may not have been like that, but that's how it was for me. And something like that, you just wanted to be the best that you could be at that game. And so that was kind of a tangent, but I'll show you now why it wasn't necessarily like it's related to this video. So the reason I bring that up is because nostalgia isn't limited to something like Old School RuneScape or something like that. It's just anything that you enjoyed in your past that you would like to experience again. And so World of Warcraft was also another thing that tons of people really enjoyed playing, in their youth as well. And I don't want to believe that to have those good moments that sort of form nostalgia, I don't want to believe that those are restricted to like some sort of, thing that you could only do when you're young. Because if you accept that, then you're kind of just saying I'm never gonna have that fun that I had before in the future. And that's kind of like a sad thing to believe if you're gonna believe that, right? So I'd much rather say, if you just approach games with that sort of mindset of just having fun that you had when you were younger, and you give a game the opportunity to give you that new experience like you had when you were young. Like say RuneScape, when you're playing and you're getting that first like bronze dagger or some shit like that, and it was just great, right? If you give a game that opportunity to surprise you and show you all that it has, then why can't you experience that sort of greatness that you experienced when you were young, like again, now 10 15 years later. So you don't have as much free time as you did before. And I don't think that's a huge deal, because when you were younger, it wasn't like every single minute you were playing you were max efficiency. You got to level 60 or whatever super slowly, but you really enjoyed everything you did on the way. Whether if you got hacked or some shit, it was all in learning. So the point of this all is to say that I want to try this vanilla World of Warcraft, because I know that tons of people have had great experiences with this game. And if that wasn't the case, then there wouldn't be like vanilla servers out there if no one really liked this. There are arguments saying that vanilla World of Warcraft was just, it's straight up worse in multiple ways. It's much more grindy and all those things. But you could say that about Old School RuneScape, any other sort of classical game, that it's just older, and it obviously there's going to be some things that are sort of unwieldy about the game, but also there's tons of things that are pure and sort of enticing about the game too. And if you don't look for the complete convenience, and you just play a game for what it is and you enjoy it, I think you can have that good experience again. So that's what we're going to be trying to do with this series. I'm going to be playing World of Warcraft. This is my first time playing this game. I've never really played the official World of Warcraft, and we're going to be playing it in a vanilla build of the game. And we're just going to be kind of going through the story as my troll mage. I'm level 14 now, so I've been playing for a couple of weeks. I've been leveling up slowly, and I've been enjoying the game. But we're gonna take it how we take it, and we're gonna level up, and it may take a couple months or something like that, but I'm gonna take you guys along with me on this journey. And when we hit level 60, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have a desire to like create something else, or we can move forward from there. But I've noticed nobody's really been doing this in the community. Like people you get super excited about the nostalgia experience, the experience of these games over and over again, but there's always something missing when you've already played the game and you're kind of doing it again, because it's nostalgia for like a day, and then you're like, what, this is really not. It's really not the same thing again. But maybe you guys can like tell me like what's up, like how do I level up, like what's the most efficient way to do certain things. You guys can be sort of like a guiding light for me as I play this game, and you guys can enjoy the nostalgia experience of a player who's really knows nothing about the game. Like vicariously you can experience that nostalgic experience through this series if you would like, and we can go on this journey together. So that's about all I wanted to say. So right now, beyond that introduction to the series, I guess we can just get into like what's going on right now. So right now, I am. What are the hotkeys here? Okay, so I have a couple of quests to do. I just turned in some quests about like the zebra hoofs and some stuff like that. But right now the plans are I need to find out where Ratchet is. I talked to some people, some Torai who are walking by, and they told me that Ratchet was southeast of here. So I'm assuming it's somewhere over there. We're gonna head over there soon. And I've got to get paws from these from Savannah Prowlers, these guys. Or actually not really, it's a Savannah Huntress or Savannah Prowler. I don't know, I've got to find those. And then I've got to go over to the Stagnant Oasis, which I have no idea where it is. And we need to test the dried seeds. And before this I had another quest which was very similar to this. It was a different oasis. I had to just go into the water. And that was pretty interesting, pretty weird, to be honest. And I have to return some Crossroads supply crates. So we've got a couple of quests to do here. And we can get on with them. And I will... The plan is, guys, I'm going to sort of take you on my journey with these quests. And, we'll skip through the boring parts. Like, if I have something interesting that I'd like to talk about, we can talk about it. And we'll go from there. With the end goal being you guys get to see the interesting parts of the story, and you get to sort of hear and see me play and my reactions, my genuine reactions, as I experience vanilla World of Warcraft, 10 to 15 years later. And that's the plan, guys. And I think we will end it here, and we'll see if anybody really cares. And I'll start the next episode of this series with a more structured focus on like what's going on here with my quests. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna cut this up? I'm gonna show myself like doing the main sort of steps in the quest. Sometimes the walk itself, like from one spot to the next, is super interesting in itself. Just hearing the sounds, the game music, and really taking in just the environment sometimes is really good in and of itself. So I don't want to just make it so I'm always skipping through it. Like this zone in particular, I started in the den as I believe it was the den as a troll, right? I'm a troll. And the den wasn't very, like, it was like this zone, just more red and rocky. I didn't think it was that cool, but walking through the game zone, and the Baron zone, a lot of it's kind of monotonous, but seeing the oases and the lions, and just like all the little mobs and stuff. I find this zone to be probably the most enchanting of all the ones that I've been through, with like the crocolisks and stuff on the South Fury River or whatever over here, and crossing over and just walking through and listening to the sounds and, you know, doing the quests. It really is enrapturing. Like, just looking at, and the graphics aren't like insane, but you know, walking past people, it really is. There's something about it. You've got the ambient sounds. You've got none of the game, like the game music is playing right now, but the game music really is breathtaking when it plays. And I don't know why it's not playing or what makes it play, but when it does, I really appreciate it. Like, I notice it and it sounds great. Yeah. So anyway, we'll just continue. I'll continue looking for these Savannah Prowlers. I have no idea where they are. But yeah, I think we will end this video here, and the next video we will start you know, really focusing on what I've got to do in the story to progress and level up and sort of move forward here. Thanks guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video, and if you enjoyed, like, liking it will allow me to get more like recognition or get noticed more, so we can build more of a community here and all of those things. So if you like it, you know, you can subscribe and all those things, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.